Nowadays, everyone knows who the Avengers are, but the Young Avengers, well, maybe you need to watch this video. Woof woof! Hey guys, it's me Marcus, aka the Mad Dog, and we're back with another video. Now, the first roster of the Young Avengers was created in 2005 by Heinberg. You might remember him from writing the OC, and admittedly I don't really think too many people might remember that now. But after the Avengers disassembled, 4 young heroes teamed up as part of Vision's contingency plan in the event that the Earth's Mightiest heroes were no longer a team, all of which had powers and some connection to one of the original members. There is also going to be minor spoilers for some of the plot points throughout both series. First up, we've got Iron Lad, and no awards here for guessing that he's this team's answer to Iron Man, but Nathaniel Richards is the founder of the Young Avengers, who dons a neural kinetic suit of armor which works based on mental commands, and it was given to him by none other than the long-standing Avengers villain Kang the Conqueror. Speaking of which, Nathaniel is revealed to be none other than the younger version of Kang the Conqueror who hasn't fulfilled the evil part of his destiny just yet, but does play a bigger role later on in the story, and I'm not going to spoil that part of it because admittedly it was the part that I really liked. But despite this, he does still appear headstrong and manages to gain the trust of both the original members of the Avengers and also his own team. Next up, we've got Hulkling. Teddy Altman was chosen by Iron Lad to join the team after he read the plans based on Vision's contingency, and he's the son of the original Skrull male version of Captain Marvel and the Kree Princess Anel, but this wasn't known until the Super Skrull forced Teddy to try and show his Skrull form. However, under the lore of both of those species, he's seen as both being wholly Skrull and wholly Kree, and due to this unique heritage, he has super strength, he can shapeshift, and he also has accelerated healing. But because his appearance and powers are similar to that of the Hulk, that's why he's got the name Hulkling. Then we've got Patriot, another one of the original 4 chosen by Iron Lad. Eli Bradley is the grandson of Isaiah Bradley, who took part in the Super Soldier program, which most famously gave us Captain America and, well, don't ask about any of the others. However, initially Iron Lad was told that he should be recruiting Isaiah's son, but as he'd been missing for some time and Eli had been displaying some powers that were reminiscent of Captain America, he was recruited to the team instead. Yet it's later revealed that Eli was conceived, and if you don't know what that word means, ask your parents, before Isaiah took part in the Super Soldier program. Eli then claimed that he got the powers as a result of a blood transfusion, but this isn't the full story. At first people thought that the suit was based on Bucky's, but it was made to resemble that of Eli's grandfather, and despite not seeing eye to eye, the original triangular Captain America shield was gifted to him by Hawkeye. That leaves us with Wiccan, the last of the 4 original Young Avengers that was assembled by Iron Lad, and is also the reincarnated son of Scarlet Witch and Vision. And yeah, it's the same character that appeared in WandaVision. His powers are based around magic, and he originally called himself the Asgardian because he used his abilities to create lightning-based attacks and for flight. But when the original Avengers later reassembled, he changed his name to Wiccan. Interestingly, over his time as a Young Avenger, he began flirting and developed a relationship with his teammate Hulkling. Both members were part of the second incarnation of the Young Avengers and have recently been featured in company-wide events like Empire. Although we've been referring to those as the 4 founding members, there were other characters that have been there from the beginning, like Hawkeye. Kate Bishop was bestowed the mantle of Hawkeye after Clint Barton had apparently died during the Avengers Disassembled event. She introduced herself to the Young Avengers when she saved them from a rescue mission that went slightly askew, but that's one word that definitely can't be used for her aim, as she's proven herself more than capable with a bow and arrow which Captain America gifted to her after she'd proven herself, and she can also handle a sword. Prior to joining the team, she was violently attacked in Central Park, the full extent of which wasn't revealed. This prompted her to take intense combat training, which made her a valuable addition to the team. She has a somewhat on-again, off-again relationship with Patriot, but all she seems to do is fight, which is one of those members that keeps the team together like a family. Although she doesn't have superpowers, she possesses qualities similar to Captain America: a level head, a great tactical mind, and the ability to analyze a situation quickly. In the Matt Fraction written Hawkeye series, she worked alongside Clint Barton as they worked against street-level crime. However, she's still been an integral member to the Young Avengers. Then we've got Stature, the daughter of Scott Lang. Cassandra is the team's equivalent to Ant-Man because she possesses her father's ability to increase her size. This is because she'd stolen pin particles from her father's supply over the years. It's only later in her tenure as a Young Avenger that she realised that she can also shrink as well as grow, but she didn't even realise that she had any powers to begin with until she went to the Avengers Manor because she was trying to reclaim some of her father's old equipment. And this was because she was originally planning on joining the other teenage-led super team, which is the Runaways, because her stepfather hated superheroes. She's good friends with Kate Bishop and managed to convince the rest of the team to continue training when they were forced to disband by Captain America and Iron Man. A late addition into the first iteration of the team is Vision. Going under the human name Jonas, he was created from Vision's original programming and Nathaniel's brain patterns and armor. This means that he has the same abilities as his predecessors such as flight, superhuman strength, technopathy, and density manipulation among a few others. In Heinberg's rendition of the character, he is a new version of Vision that doesn't possess the memories of his predecessor. He also grows affectionate towards fellow team member Stature, and at one point they had dual memberships in both the Mighty Avengers and the Young Avengers. Speed, another late addition to the original team, and I'm not sure if he's named after the Keanu Reeves 1994 film. It wasn't clear on the Wikipedia page that I've copied this information from, but he's another child of Scarlet Witch and Vision, and he's also the twin brother of Wiccan. Real name Tommy Shepard, he's a speedster that can accelerate atomic matter and also destabilize it. He joined the Young Avengers when he was broken out of prison, and he was there because he accidentally vaporized his skull, which, you know, is an honest mistake, but they did that so that the team could save Hulkling, who at that point had been kidnapped. He's not in the team for long, but he does try to start a relationship with Kate Bishop, but she instead decides that she wants to try and pursue something with Patriot, so I guess that Speed's kind of like the Marcus of the Young Avengers. And that's pretty much it for the first roster, but in 2013 the Young Avengers were given a second series as part of the Marvel Now event. This is because most of the team was separated as part of the Children's Crusade story arc. You had Wiccan, Hulkling and Hawkeye remaining, but to bolster up the numbers, new members were also recruited. First addition is Kid Loki, which sounds like the name of a really bad rapper. But yeah, this is already the Loki that you all know and love. He's just in a kid body, and admittedly, I could finish this description right here, but I'm actually going to try and make an effort for once in these videos. So, Loki Lefferson, God, they don't make this easy, is an Asgardian prince and the adoptive brother of Thor, but finds himself trapped in the body of a teenage boy after his recent reincarnation. So he has his usual mischief and manipulation, but he isn't as much of a threat this time. The team doesn't fully trust him, mainly because this is the Young Avengers and not the X-Men, who admittedly have let in more villains than Rikers Island. However, later on in the series, Wiccan uses his magic so that Loki can be aged up so that he can summon enough power during one of the battles. Then we've got Miss America, whose real name is America Chavez, and she's not based on any previous member of the original Avengers. She has the ability to fly, has super strength, and can even create portals, but only with her kicks, because, you know, we have to keep some level of believability here. As a child, she saw her mother sacrifice herself to protect the utopian parallel, which is a reality out of time which she grew up in. As a result of this, she decided to run away, and despite what that sentence may suggest, this didn't automatically grant her a position in the Runaways. She's of Latin American descent and is also a lesbian, but is one of the only members of the team that hasn't tried it on with anyone else. Also joining the team this time around was Marvel Boy. A descendant of the Kree, Nova possesses speed, strength, enhanced stamina, enhanced reflexes, alongside access to an alien weaponry that would make Ratchet and Clank jealous. Having previously appeared as an antagonist to the team when he was under mind control during the Civil War era, he struggles to assimilate with Earth culture, only seeming to be able to connect through music because of the fact that he makes a good DJ at parties. No, I'm being serious, but he is still a valuable member of the team. And if you were previously worried because when I spoke about Hawkeye, it didn't seem that she'd had some kind of relationship with any other member of the team, this is where Marvel Boy comes in, because those two develop a relationship over the course of their time during the Young Avengers. Then we've got the last main member to join, Prodigy. David is a former member of the X-Men and also a previous student at the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning, so he's almost overqualified for the Young Avengers. He's got an insanely high level of intellect, and he can also absorb the knowledge of others that are around him. So for example, if he was to be near me, he would also have the knowledge of how to create the greatest bowl of super noodles ever. He met fellow teammate Speed when he was working as a call center operator at the Superhuman Crisis Helpline. The two decide to team up and work together, which then led to him becoming a member of the Young Avengers. Whilst there, he develops an attraction to Hulkling, which makes sense because Hulkling is as jacked as I like to pretend I am. But as you can imagine, this does cause issues for him and Wiccan. So those are the main members of the Young Avengers, in case it was that you weren't sure who they were. I can personally recommend both of these series, although I do prefer the original from Heinberg. But comment below who's your favourite member of the Young Avengers, or what's a team that you'd also like to see get the Who's Who treatment. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, why did you get this far? Please subscribe if you're new here and click the bell notification so that you don't miss a video. And if this video did help you, I've got a tip jar down below so that you can support the channel, and there's also some other links like my social media. But thanks for watching the video, and feel free to check out one of my others. But until next time, just make sure that you stay safe, stay reading the best books that you can find, and stay mad all you dogs. Woof woof! See you at the next video.